Letter 91. Avoid debt traps. Dear Ada, debt is not inherently evil. It is a tool, powerful in both directions. Used wisely, it can accelerate your goals. Used carelessly, it can quietly take your freedom. Most debt traps don't look like traps at first. They look like opportunity, convenience, comfort, or normal life. They look like what everyone else is doing. They look harmless until they aren't. Debt becomes dangerous not because of the numbers, but because of what it steals. Your time, your options, your peace, your autonomy. Freedom and compounding are delicate. Debt disrupts both. The real nature of debt. Debt is a trade. You receive something now. You commit your future to paying for it. In that commitment, you surrender a portion of your freedom. The deeper truth, debt is a claim on your future time. Every borrowed dollar is a promise that future you will work to repay it. Some debts are worth that promise, most are not. The danger lies in believing you are borrowing money when in reality you are borrowing years. Why debt traps are so powerful. 1. They feel small at first. A credit card balance, a car payment, a financed phone, a subscription, a deferred loan. Small monthly payments disguise large long-term costs. 2. They normalize dependency. The more debt you carry, the more you begin to accept it as unavoidable. Your tolerance rises. Your freedom falls. 3. They shrink your margin. Debt reduces your flexibility. It leaves you exposed to emergencies. It removes your ability to walk away from toxic situations. Debt makes your life brittle. 4. They destroy compounding. Money that should be flowing into savings, investing, or income factories instead flows into interest payments. Debt doesn't just cost money. It costs decades of potential growth. 5. They feel urgent when they aren't, and invisible when they are. By the time a debt trap feels unbearable, you've already been in it for years. The most common debt traps. 1. Consumer debt, the silent killer. High interest, no asset, no return. It creates a treadmill you can't escape by earning more. 2. Car debt, the modern status symbol disguised as necessity. Cars lose value the moment you own them. Debt on a depreciating asset compounds backwards. 3. Lifestyle debt. Vacations, decor, upgrades, conveniences, purchased not from abundance, but from impatience. It is the debt of, I want it now. 4. Educational debt without return on investment. Degrees chosen without clarity of purpose. Programs that cost more than they return. Institutional promises that rarely match reality. Not all education is worth its price. 5. Housing debt that exceeds stability. A house can be a sanctuary or a trap. When mortgage payments consume your life, freedom becomes impossible. 6. Business debt driven by hope instead of numbers. Entrepreneurial optimism is beautiful, but debt built on fantasy is ruinous. How to avoid debt traps. 1. Buy with the future in mind. Ask, will this purchase still matter in 5 years? Is this worth trading my future time for? Does this align with my freedom number? 2. Delay gratification. Most desires fade when given time. Impulses shrink. Priorities clarify. Patience is cheaper than interest. 3. Choose assets that generate, not consume. If it produces income, it can justify debt. If it drains income, it rarely can. 4. Maintain a wide margin. If you can barely afford it now, you won't be able to afford it later. Margin protects you from the unpredictable. 5. Keep your lifestyle simple. Complexity invites debt. Simplicity makes debt unnecessary. 6. Use debt strategically, not emotionally. Debt used for value-creating assets can accelerate freedom. Debt used for lifestyle delays it indefinitely. Debt and identity. Debt traps often begin with identity traps. The desire to appear successful, the fear of falling behind, the pressure to match others, the longing to feel validated. But identity built on borrowed money becomes a prison. Aida, you do not need borrowed symbols of success. You need a life that reflects inner clarity, not external signaling. Your worth is not measured by what you can finance, but by what you can walk away from. Avoid debt traps not out of fear, but out of respect for your time, your freedom, and your future self. A life free from debt is a life with margin. Margin for choice, Margin for rest, margin for opportunity, margin for becoming. Choose a path where your future is not mortgaged to your present. Build a life where your money supports your freedom instead of your freedom supporting your debts. A friend on the road ahead.